As I've discussed on some previous videos, I really think manufacturers should put the required capacitor sizes on the units. They don't, and this one I found one that had the wrong size capacitor. Fortunately, I had recently worked on a Duro Gaurd that had the original capacitor, so I knew the correct size, which should have been a 45.5. Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance, where I show you how to make the most likely repairs you'll need to make in your lifetime. If you'd like to get the latest videos, subscribe and then hit the little bell icon right at the subscribe button, and it'll notify you of any new videos when they're released for you. Preventative maintenance continues. Got a nice, beautiful, nice and cool day. Maybe 76 today. Right now, sometimes the sun peeks out and then it jumps like about 7 degrees. But I'm going to be going through checking these two at a time, getting them going, and checking our electrical side of our preventative maintenance. Just a nice, beautiful day. Nice cloud cover. Alright, this one's a Duro Gaurd. These ones take a 45.5 on the capacitor. As I'm always saying, you know, capacitors hold charge in them after the power is disconnected, so first thing is always to discharge the capacitor. And the way we discharge is holding only the insulated portion of the screwdriver to bridge the metal leads of the capacitor. And here we go, discharging from the common to Herm and common to fan. Just a good safety practice to stick with. This one was originally inserted. Oh boy, this one's got a 35.5 on it. I actually know these units take a 45.5, so that is the wrong size capacitor. So I'm betting that this one's gonna, I know this from another unit that I recently tested, and so we're gonna be changing that out today. And I'm also going to be testing it anyway, but this actually has this nice little spot that it inserts into for the capacitor, so we can pull this out. The hard start kit, we'll be reusing that on the new capacitor. And then this one, the purple wire goes down to the compressor. That's the Herm. The purple wire is the Herm. Okay. And then the red and orange is the common, and then the brown is the fan. I feel a little bit of a bulge on this, so I bet you it's even bad already. I'm going to test it here. Okay, here we go, common to Herm, and this is a 35 capacitor, so it should show 35, but 33.85, so it's still alive. And common to fan, 4.96, so it's still good, but it is the wrong size, so I'll be changing that out with a 45, which I have in my bag. 45.5, which is the correct size for this, and this will actually fit down into the unit. So here's the purple Herm wire. I want to make sure all our connections are nice and tight. And then here's the brown fan wire. And then here's our common wires. And this will slide into the port there. But we want our hard start kit. One lead's going to common and one lead to Herm. There's the common side. And we want to make sure our connections are nice and tight. Yes, they are. And there's the Herm. Alright. Now we got a new 45.5 here. And we're going to insert this into the port here. Here. There we go. And this normally has two screws that secure it. And the screws are actually missing. But looking around here, these are actually these ones that have the little locking washer. That was the original for that. Rotate this there. Insert that there. should have one more. So we use this one. And I'm glad to do this now rather than in the summer. Again, this was the wrong size deal here, so it's a good thing to get after this. Okay, our capacitor's anchored, and now we can put our hard start kit in, and it's just perfect there. Okay, and now we can test out our unit. Looking at our wiring, just going to make sure everything's tight on the contactor. That terminal was a little loose. That one was a little loose too. So we'll reset that there. Everything else looks good. Okay. There we go. And this one has a little protection cover over the deal, so I'm actually going to pull that off so that we can test this. It's got T-screws. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now I got to plug this one back in, so I got to track down the conduit, which is the far one. No big deal. We are plugged back in. Set the cover on. There we go. Okay. Now I can push the contactor in manually and just verify the fan spins the correct direction. Beautiful sounding unit. Nice and cool. Yeah, now it's got the correct size capacitor. So I'm definitely glad to wear this out, to work this out. Now, that's the collector back on. Real carefully, as this is now got power to the bottom. It's energized. So I'm very, very carefully inserting that there. And again, just very carefully. There we go. There we go. Now these units use a contactor, single pole, okay? And it's got a constant connection on one side, and that is because it's often used for a crankcase heater for the compressor to keep the oil fluid, and so it doesn't burn out if it starts in the winter when it's cold, or sometime when it's cold. But so if you replace a contactor, you definitely want to replace like contactors for like. You don't want to just go in with a double pole contactor, because that would break the connection on the left side of this particular setup. So put our cover back on. I like these Duro Gaurd machines. They're nice and quiet. And so far my experience has been good with them. This one is about, I'd say, 4 or 5 years old. It says manufactured date 2010. It's actually 8 years old. So I'm a bit outside there. Okay. Get on my screws here. Show you that data plate in a second. There we go. 2010. So yeah. All right, on to the next one. So we worked one out. That was bad. I mean, it was good that we worked it out. It was the wrong size capacitor. I can't actually use this capacitor for something else. The 35.5 is a good test bed. So we will see. Let's take a look at this one. Manufacturers often do not write the required capacitor size anywhere in the unit, so it's something you have to maybe look up with the manufacturer. I've not found a really convenient way to do that. I think a good idea on a website, maybe my website in the future, and if enough people holler for it, maybe I'll consider doing it, but you know, it's going to take a lot of people to holler for it because it's a lot of work. But would be to compile a list of required capacitor size for different manufacturers and different manufacturer size units or model numbers. It might be something better served by a bigger outfit, such as Johnstone or, you know, somebody, the HVAC manufacturers and supply houses. But I'm just saying it's something that's missing in the industry. Like this one, no indication of the required capacitor size, even though we've got the wiring diagram faded and temperature pressure chart faded, and here's our data plate deal here, model number. I'm not seeing the year, how old this one is. This one though is at least 15 years old. Not sure what year. This one's an ICP. Video coming soon. Give me a chance to take out this trash too. So. A quick search on my YouTube channel of whatever your maintenance needs are. You should find a bunch of different material that'll be helpful to your maintenance needs.